Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry for the little delay on this week's video, but things started coming up, and things don't stop coming up, much like the years in Smash Mouth's hit song All Star. Things just didn't stop coming. Today I was actually in the hospital with a staph infection, so I had to go get that treated. Anyway, hoping to get this match done in the next few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and run over my team real quick, just so that you guys can see what I did, see what I'm bringing this week. Me and Christian spent a little bit of time looking over what our options were this week for me to bring, and we both agreed that if there was ever a week that we expected to lose, it was this one. The team that I'm up against this week just seemingly is built to counter mine in a lot of very annoying ways. So real quick, let me just run over what mons are on this team. That would be Tapu Lele, Mega Scizor, Hoopa Unbound, Hawlucha, Nidoking, Haxorus, Porygon 2, Reuniclus, Swellow, Vaporeon, Lurantis, and Emboar. Of course, if this doesn't immediately jump out at you, if you know my team, Tapu Lele basically fucks me. Like it beats almost everything on my team. I can't just build a counter to it. I have to go out of my way to try and find even checks, and none of which are particularly good. So I have to just like not let that thing be a problem. And then if I go out of my way to build for Tapu Lele, building for Nidoking is impossible. The interesting thing is that all of the things that I built for Tapu Lele, for the most part, they also work relatively well against Hoopa, but they don't work at all against Nidoking, so that's a giant problem. I was like, I either got wrecked by Nidoking or I got wrecked by Tapu Lele, and I figured Lele was the bigger threat, so I should build for that more so. So I came up with a couple of mons that can beat Tapu Lele. One of which is this Scarf Chinchino, which is running Gunk Shot, which of course wrecks Tapu Lele, Tail Slap, Knockoff, U-Turn. I didn't really need Rock Blast or Bullet Seed. The only thing I got out of that is like maybe if I ran Bullet Seed, I could pick up a 2-hit KO on the Vaporeon, but that thing is a problem for me anyway because it could burn me or just otherwise wreck my Chinchino before it does anything. U-Turn of course beats the Hoopa and gives me initiative. Knockoff lets me mess up any of his walls, like if he tries to bring in the Porygon 2 or the Reuniclus, this is going to mess up either of those. So in general, it kind of lets me deal with some of the bigger threats on this team relatively well and kind of get out in front of them with that speed. I don't have to run Jolly this week. I can actually outspeed Tapu Lele and Haxorus even with Adamant, so I'm going Adamant just for the extra damage. My second mon is Dual Dance Durant with Hone Claws and Agility, and then X-Scissor and Iron Head for that stab coverage. This hits all but like 3 mons on his team, so late game, if I can get the opportunity to set up either a Hone Claws or an Agility, this thing can do a lot of work. Hone Claws, of course, boosting its attack and accuracy, Agility boosting its speed. I don't really need both, but depending on what mons he still has left, it could make a difference whether I get one or the other. So I went ahead and just decided I'd run both. That extra speed is really nice, of course, as well. Just across the board, I think this is a really solid mon against the team. Nothing super special, but a little bit of a fun set to try and run. So we'll see what I can get out of this. Of course, this outspeeds any non-Scarf Tapu Lele as well and hits it with an Iron Head, so that's also a nice plus. If it's Scarf Lele, then the only way that it can one-shot us is if it brings HP Fire, because we actually live a Psychic or a Moonblast from that thing, which is odd, but we actually live like a Scarf, Moonblast, or Psychic, and so this gives us a way to revenge kill even Scarf Lele if it locks into any move that isn't HP Fire. So I really like this mon against his team. And then I have a max HP, max special defense Alola Marowak with Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, Boomerang, Stealth Rock. This lets me live any hit from non-specs Lele, and then hit back with a Shadow Bone and one-shot it. And then if I get rid of Lele without having to resort to using this thing, then of course it also gives me a way to beat some of the other bigger threats on his team as well. Fire plus Ghost coverage is of course really solid. Stealth Rock is there because I might want rocks against this team, because having rocks up turns a lot of things from being potential KOs into reliable KOs. It like makes it so I don't have to bank on like a 50% roll here, 30%, 60% roll there. You know, it just makes it easy for me to just go across the board and just pick up kills with a lot of other mods. I think Stealth Rock is a nice coverage option. I don't need a lot of attack investment to hit anything on this team, really. Like I KO most of the things I need to KO without investing in attack, because of course even just that natural base 80 with Thick Club is still going to do a lot of damage. I'm also running Rockhead over Lightning Rod because the only thing on this team that I'm worried about electric attacks from is the Porygon 2. And of course Alola Marowak is slow, so it doesn't really fear a Thunder Wave anyway. And if it goes T-Bolt, then we'll just cross that bridge when we get there, but I don't really see that being a huge issue for us. So I'd rather have the ability to bluff the Lightning Rod and then go straight for the Rockhead Flare Blitz so I can avoid that recoil. I thought that would be a pretty nice thing to have this week. We have, making its debut on our team for this season, we have Mega Medicham, aka Quintillion. No Fake Out because I don't anticipate getting a lot of opportunities to use priority, since I fully expect Tapu Lele to play a major role in this battle. So I'm not even going to try and run Fake Out. If anything, I can bluff the Fake Out and then go straight for an attacking move on the switch, but I really don't see any point to having it this week. Instead, I'm just going straight out for the high jump kick. Zen Headbutt is of course nice coverage on things like the Nidoking. It also gets boosted by that Psychic Terrain potentially. Poison Jab in case Lele tries to switch into me. I think that'll be really solid to have, just on the off chance, because otherwise Lele switches into me and forces me out with the threat of it being Scarf. But if I just go straight for the Poison Jab on the switch, I could maybe stop that thing from being a problem that way. Fire Punch is there predominantly to hit things like the Scizor, as well as like maybe the Lurantis. I don't remember what exactly I put Fire Punch on there for. I built this team a few days ago, and I'm very tired. Don't judge it too hard. We have our defensive Tapu Fini set, which is largely a support set. Moonblast, of course, is there because it hits the Hoopa, it hits the Haxorus. Nature's Madness gives me a way to deal reasonable damage to any walls if I can get him to switch into a taunt. Light Screen lets me prevent special attacks from like the Nidoking or the Tapu Lele or a special based Hoopa set from being a huge issue. And it also just generally, like, he's got a lot of big special attacking threats for Uniclus too, so I think that'll be nice. I'm not carrying hazard removal because I don't anticipate a lot of hazards from his team. The most I could see would be like maybe Stealth Rock on the Nidoking, but I don't see like him bringing a lot of spike users or anything like that. So I think we're fine to that end. And our last Pokemon, returning from last season for its first match of the SDL Season 2, we have Ralph Numbers, our Xurkitree, running a Electrium Z Tailglow set so that I can get those Z-move Thunderbolts to just blow through anything. That gives me a way to deal massive damage to Porygon 2, massive damage to the Vaporeon, which otherwise walls our team outside of Xurkitree. It just is a problem. I can't high jump kick it with Medicham for fear that it might protect, and then nothing else on my team really does a lot of damage to it. So having that option to just blow through the Vaporeon if I need to is really nice to have. Signal Beam for Hoopa Unbound. If it's not Scarf, I'll actually outspeed it. And then Dazzling Gleam is there for the Haxorus. So that's my set, my team this week. I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. It is another relatively offensive team. I do have the bulkier mons with Alola Marowak and Tapu Fini, but generally this is just an all-out try and attack him, keep him from getting a lot of momentum going kind of build. A little bit less so than last time. I'm not running dual Scarfers. I am running a couple more setup mons, partially because last week I was up against Ditto, so I didn't want to bring a lot of setup mons. This week he's got a couple more potential walls, so I need a couple more potential wall breakers, which are my Circuitry, Metacham, During. But across the board, I think this is going to work relatively well, all things considered. But the team this week that I'm up against is a massive problem, and it kind of just better teams us in a lot of ways. I think we can do it. I believe in these Pokemon. I think that they have the potential to win if I play them right and if I just trust in them to do what they need to do. But in general, I'm cautiously optimistic for this week, I guess. I feel like I planned as well as I possibly could have, and at the end of the day, that's all you can do. So, wish us luck going into the battle. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Bye. Alright, shall we get this match on the road? Just waiting on a challenge from Wolverine97. Should happen any minute. A little bit nervous about this battle because I don't think it's going to go super well. I'm trying to stay optimistic, trying to stay positive, but this is going to be a rough week. The team this week is not the greatest, and the team that I'm up against is kind of the counter to mine, so we'll see how it goes, but I think it'll go fine. Just waiting on that challenge, whenever it's ready. It's currently 11:40 at night my time. Normally I'm up until the wee hours of the morning, but today I've been going since early this morning. I had to go to the hospital, had to run around, run a bunch of errands, get groceries, get stuff from my apartment. So I'm quite tired and I have a little bit of a headache. I kind of just want to go to bed. I need to play this match because I'm behind schedule. I might be busy most of this next week because I got invited out of town on a trip. So I need to do that too, which means that I'm going to have to build probably tomorrow and then play my match whenever I get back. So trying to get everything done for this week. Still waiting. Ah, there we go. Shall we? Let's get right into it, see what he brought. Okay, so we see pretty much everything I expected to come. Jeez, that's loud. I think he's gonna lead with, best guess, he might go straight for the Tapu Lele lead. It might be the Nidoking lead so it can set up rocks. I have nothing on my team that beats both the Lele and the Nidoking, so I kind of just have to pray. I just have to pick one and pray. I think I'm better off trying to switch into the Nidoking than I am trying to switch into Lele. So I'm going to go straight for the Valhalla lead. Yes, we get it. We do get the Lele lead, so I guess we just click Gunk Shot, right? I'm not going to try and be cheeky and predict his switch or anything. I'm just going to go straight for it. Alright, so we see the switch. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, okay. I fully expect the Nidoking with the Haxorus. Oh, we see the Hoopa. Alright, it's gonna try and Dark Pulse me. I could try and be cheeky and like over-predict. See if I can force it to over-predict something. It knows I have to switch here. What can I do? You try and go Finny, but I don't want to lose Finny super early. Then again, I think I could also, if I really need to, go ahead and sack off Zerk at some point. If it's not Scarf, I outspeed it, but I don't think I live a hit if I try and come in here. So this is gonna suck. Yeah, I really don't know that I need Zerk super bad this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into it. If I lose it, then it is what it is. I guess. Based on that damage, it might be Scarf, because I think Specs would have killed. Yeah, it's Scarf. Because otherwise it doesn't outspeed me. Which means we force it out. He has to switch here, because I outspeed. If he doesn't switch, he dies to a U-turn. If he switches, I have initiative. So, I think that's the best play that I could have made there, which is kind of unfortunate. Could go with Quintillion. It could actually go straight into Quintillion. Because nothing on his team like is really trying to take a high jump kick. Other than the Lele. Which I could hard read and go for the poison jab if I think he's gonna switch it in. My other option was going out into a Lolowak. Do I dare? Do I dare? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. It's not gonna happen, but I have to just go for it. He's Scarf Hoopa, which means he's probably not Scarf Lele. Probably. Unless he's running dual Scarves. Yes! Yes! Switch it into me. Yes! Got rid of the Lele. The problem is now I have to deal with Hoopa again, and it is Scarf, so it will outspeed me here. So I'm in a lot of fucking trouble. I have to sack something else off. I got rid of the Lele at least, so that's one threat down. I'm in trouble. I'm pretty much already lost because I keep having to sack stuff off with the swoop up. Marowak doesn't do much now other than force out the Scizor, but I have Quintillion who also deals with the Scizor. So I don't know that I really need Marowak here. In theory, I could try and sack that right now. Yeah, sack that. But I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh boy. Let's U-turn again. Let's see what he does. Because we can U-turn out and then KO most of the mons he could bring in here, is the thing about this. Yeah. I could go with Finny. Try and haunt this thing. Nature's Madness it, whatever. I feel like my better bet is actually Quintilian. Then I have to predict whether or not it's going to high jump kick, whether or not it's going to protect on my high jump kick or not, is the thing. Normally this thing isn't like super likely to run protect, but because he knows about the threat of Champ, it might. How much does a Zen Headbutt do? I don't think it kills. Although there is Psychic Terrain up, so that might actually help me. Alright, it does protect, so we made the right call there. And now we click high jump kick. It's a 50-50 shot. If we get rid of the Fluorgon 2, we're actually in a really good position. He might double protect. If he double protects, that's his best play here, because nothing on his team wants to switch into Quintilian. If he switches in the Hoopa, that would be his worst play, because then that would actually like take massive damage on the switch. But yes, we do get rid of it. That's going to force the Hoopa back in for a third time. It keeps locking itself into Psychic. It keeps locking itself into Psychic. If I could just get rid of the Hoopa, I win this game. The problem is I can't get rid of the Hoopa without just constantly sacking stuff all up to it. Because it's just too good of a mod. At this point, if I keep Lele around, it's just to stop Haxorus. And if I don't get rid of this Hoopa, then the Haxorus isn't even going to be around, isn't even going to have to come in for Lele, for Finny to stop it. So I'm just going to go into Finny and pray now. Alright. We actually live that. Which means we light screen. We light screen on that. Yes, we do. We might actually take control of this match again here. I'm gonna go back into Quintilian because I think I can live a hit and then take out the Nidoking or hit something on the swamp. Yeah, we do that. We deal with that. I can go straight for the high jump kick, because if I go for the Zen Headbutt and he swaps into Hoopa, I'm done. But if I go for the high jump kick, he can't swap into Hoopa, and I still live one more hit from this thing. Unless it's carrying something weird that I'm not expecting. So I click high jump kick here, and pray. It might be carrying like some kind of weird mega horn, but I doubt it. So I high jump kick on it, and we see what happens. Yes, we get rid of the Hoopa, which means now Quintillion, unless he's Scarf Haxorus, Quintillion is free to outspeed everything on this team. And finish it off. And if Quintillion doesn't, Durant does. Barring like a Scarf Haxorus or Scarf Nidoking. Quintillion and Durant outspeed everything he's got left. So we're actually sitting really good right now, thanks to that play. If I have to sack anything else off, Finny will probably be the next thing to go. If not Finny, then Cinccino. I want to have Cinccino though, in case I have to revenge kill a +1 Haxorus. Now he's in Headbutt. He might be Scarf, and he might be carrying like Mega Horn, which would actually fuck me here if he's a mixed Scarf set specifically. No, he's gonna bring in the Scizor. He's gonna bring in the Scizor. We Fire Punch. We Fire Punch. Okay. Please don't be Scarf Haxorus. For the love of all that is holy, don't be Scarf Haxorus. Yes. Yes! Oh, baby. Quintillion is too fucking powerful. Oh my god. Quintillion with the hardest carry. Holy cow. Jesus. I did not expect to win that match. I thought after we had to sack... honestly, I thought as soon as we sacked Circuitry that first play, I thought we were done. I thought that was it, because we needed the lead. We needed to have the advantage so we could afford to sack things going forward. Once we lost the lead, I thought we were fucking done. I thought that was it. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know how in chess it's like you can only afford to take trades if you have more material. That was how I was planning to play this match, because I knew I was gonna have to sack stuff to Lele, Hoopa, and possibly Nidoking. So I thought once we lost the lead, we were fucking done already, first turn. But Jesus Christ, Quintillion with the hardest comeback. Holy shit. I'm happy. I'm happy. And this means Raticate was Seed 2. We beat him 5-1 last week, or 5-0 last week. Wolverine, I think, was Seed 1, and we beat him 4-0 this week. As far as the starting PR based on the opening drafts, obviously this is not based on any sort of results. This is just the week 0 PR based on what team builds everyone had. So we just beat 2 of the most threatening teams in this entire league, which I'm super happy with. I'll take it. I will take it. If we can beat this team, we can beat any team that they throw at us. So I'm super happy for the Atlanta Ampharos this season, because this is a great sign that like we really have what it takes to win this whole thing. I'll take it, honestly. Whew. I'm gonna link this in the Discord really quick. I'll see you guys later. I still need time to like unwind from that match, because I'm happy. I'm overjoyed with that match. Holy cow. Quintillion is a monster. I'll see you guys later. Good night, everyone.